What? Jailed for a Facebook post? Let's have a closer look, eh? Because it's never quite as Mike Graham, Jeremy Vile and other presenters, Piers Morgan presents it. It's almost as if they are right-wing mouthpieces working for the gremlins of Rupert Murdoch, working for the right-wing, far-right press in here in the UK. Let's see. Is the sun blinding yet? It's trying to come out. It's trying to come out. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. But before we have a nice day and look at the sun, I'm planning on getting out of that. I wanted jailed for a Facebook post. Man jailed after sharing grossly offensive social media posts. Right, so the way I the way I like to judge, or sort of where my head's at, right? Because I'm no judge, I'm no jury, I'm no executioner, but just where my head's at. What would happen to you if you done what you're getting held accountable for in social medias on the street? And that's where my head's at. You should be punished. I don't know. In my head, in my utopia, you'd be punished equally as if you were doing it on the street, because social media is the digital version of the street nowadays, isn't it? So let's have a look, because there's a few here. This was the 12th of August. Sellafield worker jailed after sharing offensive Facebook posts. Right, this is the News and Star. The Cumberland News. 51-year-old man become the latest person in the country to be jailed for posting racially aggravated online social media posts linked to national civil unrest. Now, I'll give you an example. This is even doing it old school, back to Alex Jones, and for some reason Americans go on about this all the time. Shouting fire in a theatre in real world, you can be jailed for that, because you can cause a stampede, injure people, and people can get killed, right? So if you haven't seen the film Filth, I think it's called Filth, it's about cops over in Edinburgh. It's brilliant. Same rules apply, right? And again, if you done that on the street, if you were trying to incite a riot on the street to the extent where a riot got incited, where a lot of disillusioned youth trying to set setting stuff in fire, trying to burn people out of hotels or hostels or whatever it was, they set that fire in the door frame, I think it was. So that's what that guy get jailed for. He pleaded guilty to one offence. He admitted sending by means of a public. See, it's this. This isn't saying hurty words on Facebook. This isn't hurty words on Facebook. This is that's the best the right-wing press can try and frame this. And I'm hearing it getting parroted everywhere right now. This guy didn't get arrested for saying hurty words on Facebook. He got arrested and jailed, by all accounts. Jailed. This. Let me see. Pleaded guilty. Prosecutors. Final image. I'm not even going to repeat what he done. Said you can go and find this out yourself. Dunn was handed an immediate 8-week jail term, discounted by a third for the 12 weeks in view of his guilty plea. I'm bad at the old maths. What did they say? 8 week. And he's already done 12 weeks? Or is that like he's only gave him 8 weeks because he's already done 12 weeks? The offence has to be viewed in the context of the current civil unrest. That's the way the judges are looking at it, man. They're looking at the news, they're seeing these groups ripping the fucking streets apart. Nobody wants that. But I get, like, and I heard an old magistrate on one of the radio stroke TV stations the other day talking about this. No, what were they talking about? They're talking about Hugh Edwards, and she mentioned the fact that magistrates, I don't know about the judges and sheriffs and whatnot that are above the magistrates and sheriffs, but the magistrates have guidelines, sentencing guidelines, laid down to them by whom I do not know. There will be some sort of a body there, no doubt. And they have to, well, I pretty much they have to work within those guidelines, I do believe. You know, so, like, where does the blame, no the blame lie, but where does the decisions lie? And where should people vent their discontent towards when you hear these squiff sentences and all that, and don't let the far right hijack it, saying, I told here, policing. Right, like, think of this logically, put your Spock ears on. So, it's the justice system in it, so it'll be pretty sure there'll be a justice minister, won't there? Does the buck lie with them about sentencing guidelines? But that's where the problem is. That's what has to be addressed. Pretty sure a lot of these judges, sheriffs, magistrates would be happy to lock a lot of motherfuckers away and throw away the keys, they used to say, man. I'm pretty sure happy they would be more than, a lot of them would be happy to be able to fucking be judged red, right? Thankfully or unthankfully not. You need to think of the system, but before complaining about it, fucking think about how it operates. Before they're like, they're not pedos, brown men in boat, what are you talking about? We're talking about fucking sentencing, getting the sentencing that gets dished out, the guidelines, so on and so forth. Anywho, I've not ranted enough. So that's one guy that's get jailed for a Facebook thing. Let's see another. Was it necessary to send this Facebook poster to prison? Well, that's the debate. First, men jailed for riot-related social media posts. Is that the same guys? Or other guys? UK woman Al Jazeera jailed for blow-up mosque Facebook post after Southport riots. Hurty words, or shouting to a rioting, or communicating through social media to a rioting mob to blow up a fucking mosque. And I'm not sure the time frame and stuff. That could be one of the first riots that kicked off when the mob did go and start attacking a mosque, when they still believed it was a Muslim fucking brown person in a boat, illegal immigrant that stabbed up those little girls. Fucking, and look, nobody's even thinking about those little girls anymore, or more importantly, the family members, the victims that are still here of that stabbing. Everybody's bitching and moaning about fucking everything else rioting over, well, imagine that family right now where, like, the nation's focus should be on for sympathy for the families of those poor, for families of those poor girls. Aye, that makes sense. Not the rioters, what they were rioting for, and social media. Think about that. Nobody's even, maybe rightfully so, man. Maybe the family just doesn't want part of it because of where the whole shitstorm around those events, man, is turned into like right versus left politics. How the fuck did that happen? Anyway, morning rant over. So that isn't hurty words on Facebook. Inciting and continue to incite and sharing shit that's known to be lies and inciting riots. Again, like, I'll use the analogy, you can't shout fire in a theatre. That's no freedom of speech. What these people are doing isn't freedom of speech. And as they're finding out, it's a crime nowadays. And think how triggered they must have been. Saying, these fucking brown people. And who the fuck was it that I heard? Was it no Elon Musk? It was like fucking saying Britain's going to have civil war and all that. And then, was it Danny Tomo or something? I tells you, if it turns out to be brown people in boats, even if it's not brown people in boats. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, you lisping prick? Your hair looks lovely, Danny. Anyway, I'm going to Mr. Kip's clips. That hopefully it'll be. Just call yourself Mr. and the BBC will never be able to use your clips to show mad people on the internet and shit. Get it? Got it. Good. Mr. Clips clip. Mr. Kip's clips. Over and out. Cat cheese. No cats or cheese. We're harmed in this fuck, man.